This is the Southern and Central Africa ICEMR. Our theme is malaria transmission and the impact of control efforts in Southern and Central Africa. We are an ICEMR that works primarily in Zambia and Zimbabwe. I'll show you that on the next slide. We've done some work in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and you can see that this involves multiple institutions across multiple countries. So just very briefly as an introduction to our ICEMR, we work primarily in three areas that reflect very different malaria transmission settings. I'll start kind of our base at Malaria Research Trust, which is in Choma District in Southern Province, Zambia. This is an area that has seen a marked reduction in malaria transmission over the past 2 decades and is really a pre-elimination setting. There's been some successful malaria control efforts there, and the research questions there are really about what's driving low-level transmission and how do you move from low-level transmission to elimination. The second site is in Chilenge District, which is in Luapula Province in northern Zambia. This is an area of intense holo-endemic area, probably one of the most challenging settings for malaria control because of the ecology and vector bionomics, as you'll hear about. And here we're really trying to understand why the standard package of interventions have not been effective in reducing parasite prevalence or malaria incidence. And then our third, well, I'll just say, we have done some work in Haut-Katanga Province in the DRC. We won't talk about that today. And then our third main site is in Mutasa District on the border with Mozambique in eastern Zimbabwe. This area has very seasonal malaria. It's kind of in between the Choma and Chilenge settings. And what the stories we're going to tell you about, we just have time for presenting a small proportion of the work that we've been doing under the Southern and Central Africa ICEMR over the past decade. What we're going to try to do is tell you 4 stories about how we translate science into practice. And so you'll first hear from my colleague Japhet Matoba, who's the project coordinator at Malaria Research Trust. He's going to talk about some of our work in Southern Province, leading to programmatic implications. Then we'll hear from Mike Chapanda, who's the Senior Medical Scientific Officer at the Tropical Diseases Research Center. They're based in Ndola, but they lead the work in Chilenge. We'll next hear from Sangano Marakura, who's the director of African University Malaria Institute in Matari in Zimbabwe, and he's really leading the work with colleagues in Mutasa District. He'll talk about cross-border malaria transmission, and then we'll end with some entomology with our colleague Monica Mburu, who's the senior entomologist at Malaria Research Trust.